Hello and welcome right back here to the Bellicose Nation. Folks, I got to bring us a sad story today and throw it into the meat grinder to see what you think about it. Today the story is on Amanda Clayton. Now she was in the news sometime back. She was a 24-year-old mother of two from Detroit. She, like so many other single moms out there, are on the public dole, eating from the hand of the taxpayer. Nonetheless, she seemed to be able to scrounge up a few dollars every week to play the lottery. And one day, shazam, she beat the odds and hit the $1 million lottery. Sometime afterwards, Mrs. Clayton got into a little bit of legal trouble. Seems like it was discovered that she was in fact still collecting food stamps, and I imagine other social programs. Maybe you remember the story.
Just wanted to find out if you thought that was a right thing to do ethically, or why you're still taking money from the state.
Well, I thought that they would cut me off, but since they didn't, I thought maybe it was okay because I'm not working.
But you won more than $1 million.
No, I won $1 million,
Right.
but after I took the lump sum, it dropped down to $700,000, and then after taxes, it was just a little bit over half.
Don't you think there's something wrong there? Taxpayers are really struggling that really need that money. Just, do you really think you have a right to that money?
I mean, I kind of do. I feel that it's okay because, I mean, I have no income and I have bills to pay. I have two houses.
After receiving probation a few months ago, she vowed she was going to turn her life around, to get a job and all that. But that was 3 months ago. And well, Amy Clayton was found dead in her bed last Saturday morning with a 1.5-year-old next to her climbing around. Apparently from a drug overdose. It's really a sad story. Now, I know some of you folks out there will want to dance on the woman's grave. But I think I'll sit this one out. Yeah, I know she was a leech on society and all that, But guess what, people? It's partly our fault. We provide this life of comfortable poverty. We provided this for her. The same mindset that made her a social loser in poverty also made her a social loser when the good times came. It's not just, too often people think that these folks in poverty like this, they just need a leg up. No. They need to learn to make good decisions. And as I said, we are partly to blame. What motivation did this lady have to get out and do something with her life? Tell me. We provided her food, her medical care. We provided heat in the wintertime and electric in the summertime. We gave her free fans, free daycare, free diapers, free baby food, free damn cell phones. This lady's life was virtually sabotaged with this stuff. They say hunger is a huge motivator. And it's true. Comfortable poverty takes that out of the equation. Only those with some real natural inner drive to step out and make something of themselves are able to do so and able to take the path of more resistance, not least resistance. What we do is we take from those who are doing the right things in life, we tax them, and we reward those who are doing all the wrong things in life. We tax the guy with a wife and kid to encourage the dysfunctional families, which breed more weak, dependent takers in society. Rather than let people feel a bit of the sting from their poor decisions in life, we remove that natural effect that reinforces good decisions in life. We take it away. We blunt it. We shield them from it. Now, a good example of this lady was so short-sighted. She won $1 million and she gave up $300,000 of it so that she could get all her money at once rather than take it over installments. Now, I guess with her early death, it worked out best, but you could see from her reasoning how foolish that was. It was almost a third of her money. Now, what happens to the two kids she leaves behind? Who is betting that the baby daddies are going to step up to the plate and take care of the child? I don't think so, unless a little bit of lottery loot is coming with the kids, you know? Yeah, I just see a life wasted not only on drugs, but also on the narcotic of idleness. An idleness we helped foster in this young woman's life and millions of other people. We've got to stop this. We've got to, I remember when I was in the military, I'll give you a personal story here. I remember when I got out of the military, I moved back in with my parents and I paid my dad rent. Now it wasn't much, but it was something. And my dad would ask me, "How's that job search going, boy?" And to be honest, it wasn't going. I wasn't even really looking. I found out, I could play guitar with a friend of mine 3 nights a week, and I could make as much money doing that as I could probably working full time somewhere else. And, he would tell me, "Oh, no, that's not good enough. You've got to get a real job. And he told me I needed to start developing a career, to start to develop skills. I was an important part of my life. The early years in your life are so important to learn skills. And the music part was fine," he said, "but that's off hours. You need to get serious about your future." Well, I kind of put him off. I kind of played along a little bit. But one day he came down to my room and he explained to me, he said, "I'm going to tell you something. If you're doing so well playing music, next week your rent is going to double. And if you're still doing so well with music that you don't need a real job, the next week it's going to double again, and it's going to double every week until you either get a job or you move out." Now, I think what happened was we had a misunderstanding on the terms of my residence there. I thought I was renting a room, and he thought he was helping me get on my feet and get a start in life. And I guess, he didn't see that happening, so I ended up getting a job. Now, who held this lady responsible? Who holds these people responsible to do the right thing? Nobody. We encourage their idleness. We encourage them to fritter their lives away. And that's why I say we're partly responsible for this woman's death. So let me ask you, do you know people who need a foot in the ass? Do you think the lavish government programs are making these people's lives better or worse? Well, I want you to leave a comment. I want you to rate the video, and I want you to subscribe. I'm glad you tuned in, and I'll see you on the next video. This is the Bellicose Nation.